Hello YouTube, this is KM Huey bringing you some subscriber replays again. So in this game we have Got Soul from BT playing as S51, and he is platooned with Morbid Man from SSGS. Shout out to those two noobs, to those wonderful players right there, and fellow clan mates, people I have actually platooned with a lot. So just so you know, I'm going to hype this battle up. A, because Got Soul's been bugging the crap out of me for the last month now to do this replay, and B, because Got Soul is probably one of the better RD players I've ever seen. Hands down. I'm not going to say he's the best, but he's definitely one of the betters. So here's a question I never thought I would be asking my dog before, but I just had to ask her before I started recording this. Where the hell is the table leg, Jade? That's right. We had this cheap coffee table at our house, and they managed to knock the leg off a while ago while they were playing around, and so it's loose, and she likes to like pick it up and carry it around and chew on it. So I actually don't know where the damn thing is right now. So anyways, back to the game. Got Soul, you should have hit that shot. So I like this. He's ignoring that medium on the hill. So go for the heavy. That's more than likely going to be along the tracks. Or I guess that TD. So okay, table leg found. Be right back. So I turn around because I hear them playing with something, and I see my dog carrying the table leg. Sorry about the clapping. Dogs. Wonderful. Alright, so let's start this. He's aiming in at where that T-110E3 was. Let's face it, if you can take a tier 10 tank destroyer off the map, do so.
That was close.
It's a decent splash on him, and he tracked him. The other team's starting to counter. So I like the fact that they're communicating with each other even though they're not on voice comms. They're using platoon chat, which is very important.
They're hit.
Especially when you're playing Artie, it's you kind of want to communicate with each other about what you're shooting at, what you're not shooting at, because well, let's face it, don't want to waste a shell. So let's see. So this is the same gun as the one on the SU-14. Can't tell if the pin's a little lower or not. I don't think it is. I think it's the exact same. So their team's losing. No thanks to Got Soul missing. Tisk tisk. T-110E3 still alive. Oh no. That thing actually should have been dead a while ago. It's got a kill. E100's a moron. Charging a tier 10 tank destroyer. So they've lost their spots on the hill. They've got one tank left on the 1-2 line. He's got a lovely side shot on this E100.
Enemy is hit.
Got really lucky with that one. And what I meant by lucky was the fact that the E100 was backing up, and had he started backing up just a little bit sooner, that shot would have landed right in front of him. It wouldn't have been a direct hit like that. So. Is he going to go for the blind shot? Ooh, Morbid got it. Alright, so the 1-2 line is completely open at the moment.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
It's a nice blind splash on that T-54 to finish it off. I don't know why that medium just sat there for so long. Waited way too long to move across. By the way, this TD is actually not doing Gottsol any favors. By sitting that close to him, you're effectively taking away the distance. So in order for this guy to shoot this guy, he's going to have to be in a position over here. Ooh, that was a nice shot. He's going to have to be in a position over here because the hills and the buildings and whatnot. By being so close to Gottsol, he effectively takes, you know, like, whereas if he had been back here or even here, you know, here, he spots anything here, which, you know, at this point, these guys aren't going to spot Gottsol. But when they move into position to shoot at this guy, they're going to spot him. See what I'm saying? So, if you want to protect Artie, you want to at least be, I would say, 3 grid squares away from him to provide enough of a buffer.
That was close.
I mean, he's obviously not spotted here, but, you know, still a very dangerous position to be in. The T-95 right in front of him. So.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
It's a nice shot on that T-95 there. Is the 263 gonna make it easy on him? Doesn't look like it. So he's done 4K damage that we've seen. Remember, he's hit at least one tank that was off screen, so my damage counter doesn't work.
Penetration.
It's a nice shot on the E100. All he has left is one heat round. Is he going to be able to kill this E100? No, he's not. Alright, so I'm going to speed this up. Not going to be much shooting going on. Oh, I remember this game now. Alright. So he's gonna sit in the cap. Why is it counting, saying there's 2 captures? Must be something with the replay and the mod. So the M40, M43 destroys the E100, and Gotsoul's just gonna chill in the cap. And he does a smart move, just like Morbidman says, by moving to the back of the cap, he increases the range from where the enemy already is going to be able to spot him. So, nice one, Gotsoul. So there's the M40, M43. At this point he's spotted. The only thing to do is to drive around and cap. So there we go. We got an invader on an S51 with 3 kills, 4,500 damage. We'll round it up. We'll say he did 5K due to that shot on that T-54. I can't remember how much HP it had left. I think he told me he made 1,700 XP in this one non-double. So it's an excellent game in the S51. Alright, welcome back. In this replay we have Yaspaman from Thinkerton and his Su-122-54, which is the Tier 9 Russian tank destroyer that leads up to the Object 263, which is the new tank destroyer line that came out for the Russians. Well, it's not that new, but it's the newest tank destroyer line. So I've never played this before, so I really enjoy watching this replay because I get to see how it performs. So I'm going to speed this up a bit. He's doing a good job here. I like this. I've actually started doing this myself, if you noticed in my Arty game. Knocking down trees for better camo rating. So he's kind of providing himself this nice little area right here. So the IS-4 on the other team goes ahead and suicides. So I will say I really like this spot right here for tank destroyers on encounter. Because from here you can cover, down here, over here, you can cover basically from here down, cover this whole area, over this way as well. So he's doing something that I like to do myself. With people at suicide, go ahead and shoot them. Like, I don't know if it still causes them to have a higher repair bill, but just in the off chance that it does, I like to give them a few shots. It used to, before the last patch with the changes to the repairs for suiciding, it used to definitely give them a higher repair bill because you actually damaged them. So I don't know about now, but can't be that bad of an idea. So as you can see, that's how close that T-57 had to get before he detected him. Due to camo rating from the camo net and the knockdown trees and the bushes, and just the fact that these Russian tank destroyers have high camo ratings, period. So their team's already down 2 tier 10s. That right there is a very good shot. It's hard to hit light tanks as they zoom across the map at that range. So he actually leads that one just a little too far. I like how the GW Panthers calling him a noob team, but like he was sitting over there by himself. He could see that there wasn't going to be anybody there to spot it, so he should have like sat further back. I mean, yeah, if there had been like 3 tanks there that light tank had to get through, you know what I'm saying, then you can complain. But like when you can see on your mini map that there's nobody there to cover you, you're an idiot for going over there. Alright, so enough about that. So as I said, this is a great spot for tank destroyers and or mediums. I don't really like it as a heavy, just because with a heavy you've got the armor. You kind of need to be at either flank for the main pushes, you know. So this guy's really good at getting those shots that to lead these tanks as they move at those distances. That's just something you kind of have to learn as you play. And I would say that that's probably the strongest learning curve in the game, is learning what to aim at and when to aim at it and at what distances and whatnot. So I'm gonna say right now I'm okay with taking a few more pot shots at this IS-4, but he's gonna waste quite a few shells here, and they're losing. So like, to me, it's not really worth it at this point to do this, especially when you're down by 2 kills. Your shells may be needed at another point. So he started off with 16 shells when he started shooting this time with this IS-4. He's already shot 4 shells at it and only damaged it once. I'm a little, you know, like I said, I'm a little iffy about this one. I mean, granted, he can't shoot at those guys on the hill, but, you know, you're in a fast enough tank to reposition, or, you know, save the shells for in case they push over your guys on the hill and they start coming down, you know. So. Because, like, he's officially got half of the shells that he had, or for AP. Half of the shells that he had just to do this. So. Some nice side shots on this IS-8. So there's a heavy pushing into their base. It's a full health IS-3, and basically the IS-3 has to go through a mouse and a SU-122-54 to do anything. So let's speed this up a bit. There's gonna be a little bit of waiting for that for the next action. So the IS-3 is feeling particularly ballsy today. He's going to go ahead and continue charging into a mouse. And if he's been paying attention to his minimap, he should know that the SU-122-54 is over here, so that even though he's on one side away from the mouse, that there's still a big gun looking at him. So
Penetration.
this gun is pretty accurate. I'm actually looking forward to playing this. I know Smig enjoys it a lot, even though Smig plays his tank destroyers like they're mediums, especially in this new Russian line because they're fast.
Enemy armor is hit.
So he's completely out of AP shells at this point, and he's just flinging gold rounds because that's the next thing that auto loads. Plus, let's face it, premium shells are going to be what you use here over HE shells anyways, if that's all you have left.
That one didn't go through.
He gets a no damage pin and a bounce. So, you know, like I was saying earlier, wasting, what was it? Not wasting.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Yeah, we'll call it wasting in this situation. Wasting, what was it, 9 or 10 shots at a already dead IS-4, and then leaving yourself with 4 rounds for an E-75 and 3 artillery pieces. To me, I mean, that just, I mean, you can't really expect yourself to be in a situation like this, but you need to prepare for it, you know what I'm saying, to kind of conserve your ammo. I mean, don't take it wrong, this guy plays this TD amazingly, and he's obviously skilled, but just like this is more of a friendly tip, if you will, that, you know, to be a little more conservative with your ammo, you know, especially since a lot of these higher tier tanks, they don't carry 50, 60 shells, you know. It's like, I think my JP 100 only carries like 20 rounds, 21 rounds, I think, fully loaded, something like that. You can and will run yourself dry if you know, if you're not very careful with your shots, not to mention the reload so long on that thing that you don't really want to be taking shots at anything crazy anyways. So, alright, let's speed this part up. It's a little slow. I've actually recorded this one in the last video on this clip once already, but I screwed up and left my mic up over my head, so the audio was extremely quiet. So he went ahead and reloaded HE, which I'm fine with against Artie. You just have to make sure your shots are aimed at their armor, and not at like gunner tracks, because HE against gunner tracks is kind of worthless. So the only difference is, like, right there, that M40, M43 had enough armor so that his indicator was red on the front there. So GG, dude, you got 7,700 damage and 4 kills. I don't know if the game actually registers the 2,500 that you did on the IS-4, but even without that, I mean, hell, this was a 5,100 damage game. So this was an extremely well played SU-122-54. I enjoyed watching it. Alright, welcome back. In this game we have I Play Vicariously, who's part of the DungeonGuru.net army in his T28 prototype. I'm actually going to speed up on this one. We all know the T28 prototype is not very fast, and it's going to take a while for him to actually do anything on this one. Like I said in the last video, I've already recorded this one once, so he's very indecisive on where he wants to go, which, you know, I have that problem as well. It's like, well, I don't know what I want to do. That place looks covered. That place looks covered. Crap, the weak spot's down there, but oh, we missed it. So he gets a blind shot off that Easy 8. As you know, I'm a huge advocate of taking blind shots, because to me it's free damage. So if you hit, and if you don't, there's not very much of a big threat. The only time I would say don't do blind shot would be if you know, you were low HP and something was charging at you and you lost vision on it, you don't really want to take a blind shot on it. Because you, sorry, Tofu's messaging me and he's telling me he's got a dookie. But, where was I? Okay, you don't want to take the blind shot because if you miss and you're on a reload when it comes back within vision, then, you know, that's gonna, be it. Oh, it's gonna hurt you. So I like how he backs out at an angle here. He's, you know, at an angle enough that it's gonna help create bounces, and it kind of only gives him tracks. So that's very skilled. Oops. Actually gonna.
Enemy is hit. We've lost the track. We're immobilized. We've hit them hard. We fixed the track. Get going.
So he solos that Lova by himself, which I must say is also very impressive, because if you couldn't tell, he's using the 105, not the 120, which is the top gun on this thing.
That's gotta hurt.
So, and one of the things I also noticed is he didn't have the top engine, because I mean this thing moves slow, but I'm pretty sure that it doesn't move that slow with the top engine. So I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's not fully upgraded on this thing. I mean, he obviously isn't due to gun, but you know. So what I would have done if I was him, I would have finished off this Jackson and turned around and got back to base. Or what I would do if I was him. I'll put it to you that way. He asked for me to kind of critique his play on this. So far I'm okay with everything you've done up to this point. I think coming over here to help out those tier 6s that were getting bogged down by the Lova and the IS and this Jackson was good. At this point I would turn around and go back to base. I wouldn't chance something as important as base defense to a 31% IS-3 and a 4% Jackson. Just, I wouldn't chance that with full health IS-3, and I don't trust people. So I'd already been on the way back to base. The other thing is I already would have kind of peeked down this hill to get a shot on the back of that T-26 already. But I'm a very aggressive player, and that playstyle doesn't work for a lot of people, just because you know, some people, they don't like being too aggressive. So, and that's fine. Aggressive playstyle doesn't really work. I would say that this shot I wouldn't have even taken right there. You're not gonna do damage by hitting that gun mount. So there you go. This is what I would have done at the start here. I really do enjoy your shot placement there by shooting him in the hatch on top instead of trying to do something else that's crazy. So again, I mean, granted the T-30 or the IS-3 just killed that T-34, but I still would have turned around after finishing off that Super Pershing. I would have at least cheated that way. So but yeah, just because, like I said, I'm very mistrustful. So they have a JT-88 and a T-20 left, and either one of those can be a problem for him, though not really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, JT-88's probably more concerned with what's going down, coming towards him from the that side, than he's going to be about supposedly the safe side, you know, like, this is your safe side, this is where your base is, right? So shouldn't be anybody coming up behind you. So this is a good game. He got 7 kills, he did 3,600 damage, we'll say 3,900 due to the shot on the Easy 8. I remember him telling me he got Top Gun, Steel Wall, Ace Tanker, and I don't know if there was anything else. So I play vicariously. I want to say that I really enjoyed your replay. Like I said, there's only a few minor things that like I would do differently, but like I said, I'm more of a mistrustful, aggressive player. So if that's not your play style, then don't change it up. But you know, other than that, this was a pretty flawless play, man. I really enjoyed the angling you did against that Lova and the IS and the Jackson, and so yeah, well played, sir. To everybody else, if you want a platoon, you see me online, send me a message first and ask if I am busy and if I want a platoon. Most of the time, if I have nothing to, or actually, unless I'm already platooning with somebody doing random clan wars, which I don't do very often unless we're low on people or just about to get off the game, then I will platoon with you guys. I've enjoyed it so far. I've platooned with 3 viewers, and every single time they were great matches, or great games, and great players all around, fun to hang out with. It would be even better if y'all had mics and we could communicate through voice comms, because to me, like I said, I already said I'm a very aggressive player, so it's kind of hard to type in platoon chat while you're you know, corner peeking and peeking over dunes and, you know, just all around being the brawler type. But yeah, man, even if all we get to do is chat in between matches, that's fine. I'd like to meet you all and get to know you all better. Thanks for watching. Check out Psychic Goldfish Prods on YouTube and on Facebook. Tofu should be posting some more replays here. The patch comes out in about the 3 hours, the new 8.3, and let's see what else. Oh yeah, check out Runekind on twitch.tv/Runekind. The dude's amazing. He streams a lot of Path of Exile this week. He should be streaming only Path of Exile, the week-long hardcore race. He got a character at level 68. I think he was number 36 on the hardcore ladder, and he died to just some random RNG. So today he started a new character. He's all the way up to level 54 already, which, I mean, holy crap, the dude, like, he's a beast. Like, he's way better than I am at this game already. But I will say he's been playing it longer than me, so ha. But anyways, yeah, go check him out. I've already seen a viewer that I know in his chat. It's Vorchris. Vorchris has actually been a viewer of mine for a very long time. He used to stop in with me when I was streaming World of Tanks back before I was even making these videos, and he would, you know, just be me and him, and we would just chat about the games and about what was going on, and just about tanks, period. I actually kind of want to get back into streaming. Probably it would be kind of in the afternoon Pacific time, so anywhere from, like, say noon to like 4 or 5 p.m. Pacific. So if you guys are interested in maybe seeing some tank streams, or, you know, I wouldn't say it'll be 100% tanks, because let's face it, you know, this game gets frustrating at times and you need a break. So there might be some Path of Exile, there might be some Batman Arkham City, some Binding of Isaac, you know, just all around different games. But yeah, just if you think that's something you would be interested in, just leave a comment below, and if there's enough of you, I'll definitely start doing that again. I actually enjoyed it. So yeah, I've been blabbering on long enough with this replay complete screen up. So thank y'all for watching. I hope you have a good day / night, morning, evening, wherever you are, and stay safe, guys.